Okay, so Laura, the number one question that everyone keeps asking, has Jeff ever given you your steak dinner?
No, and I hope Jeff is listening. I talked to them the night I got engaged, and me and Jeff had a serious talk about that. And he keeps saying he's going to come to Atlanta and that he's going to buy me my steak dinner, but he has yet to do that. So, Schroeder, if you're listening, we need to make that happen immediately.
Well, and what about but what you guys were in Vegas together? Did he not buy you one there?
In Vegas, it was we were all more so on a liquid diet, to say the least. So.
Kind of like, okay, literally, you literally just said we're kind of on a liquid diet, and it seemed like we just went quiet. It was because I was literally chugging back my sangria.
Your sangria. I know it's the sangria. That's what we were going for in Vegas. So I don't think I ate very much there. We kind of, woke up and drank all day. God, that was a mess.
Isn't that what Vegas is all about, though?
That's what Vegas is all about, exactly. So no steak dinner there. And the deal was that they were going to come to Atlanta because they were going to come visit me, and he was going to buy it here, but no, he is yet to come. So I'm waiting on that.
I think to be a little bit fair, I think they've been a little busy.
just a tad. Their schedule's been a little bit booked, so I'll give them some slack for that.
I was even kind of surprised because I have to say, because I was telling everyone in the chat room, because I met them. It was actually the night after I met you. So the next night, somehow the tide changed and we got to go have dinner with them. And I was like, oh my God, you guys should totally do the Amazing Race. You guys would be so great on it. And little did I know. Obviously they couldn't say anything, but they must have been approached somewhere within that time period by CBS. And I couldn't be happier. I'm just totally. Are you watching them on the race?
Oh, we watch it. Yes, I love it, and I'm having a great time with it. And I hope that they did well. I'm nervous every episode. I get all emotional involved with it. And I catch myself yelling at the TV and stuff. But I think they're cute. I think they're doing great so far.
Well, and that's just it. And I have to say, I actually said this last night while I was watching the show, and because I actually love The Amazing Race all on its own. And usually you find, I feel like I have 3 or 4 teams that I'm really rooting for. And I don't know what it is. I admit that I love Jeff and Jordan, but there's something about this season. There's nobody else that I'm really rooting for.
So I know what you mean when you say you're not really relating to. Obviously Jeff and Jordan, we're all going to root for them, but
totally.
I think I'm so nervous because if they're gone, I don't know really who else I would pull for.
Well, and honestly, last night I was starting to have heart palpitations because first of all, as of last night, they were still doing the show. It wasn't until this morning. So for everybody wondering, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my God, maybe this is why they were allowed to do my show because with the entire time that whole thing was going down with the bandit and the lead bandit and Jeff was just like, when the one couple said to them where do you find the train station, and Jeff's like, why are they looking for the train station? Yeah, what are they talking about? It's like, because there's always foreshadowing. There was foreshadowing last week with the grandma who, was like, we always have hope up till the very end, and you're like, she's gone. So there's always just some kind of foreshadowing. I just thought, oh no, Jeff. And so everybody in the chat room was saying the other thing too, which is, what did you feel about, and this is totally just our own dumb little opinions, but what did you feel when Jeff said we should definitely not reproduce?
We shouldn't reproduce. I started laughing. I thought that was I think they're great. Jeff with his one-liners never ceases to just totally make me die laughing. He's just so funny, and he's not even trying to be. That's just Jeff's personality.
And that's what I love about him.
And because you've met him, he is the same. He's not doing that for TV. He's the same way when you're just chilling with him, hanging out with him, having drinks with him. He's the same way. He's always cracking jokes, throwing his little one-liners out there. It's just so funny to me. And Jordan is so she's such a sweet person. So I don't know. I thought that was just hilarious. I love watching them, but I think that they should reproduce. I think that they would have.
I couldn't agree
the best
more.
Children ever.
You know why? Because, and this is a total serious moment. They would have the best kid or kids, however many they made. First of all, they'd be totally adorable. We all know that. Yeah. But you know why? Because they are both such humble, honest, authentic people. Jordan is not playing dumb, and Jeff is not playing it up for the camera. They really are just sweet, normal, like if they don't know something, they just don't know. And
I know.
Were you holding your breath? I gotta say, so on last week's episode when there was the baker's dozen.
Yes. Oh my God! I swear to you, I promise you anything. Ben turns to me. He's like, "They're not going to know what a baker's dozen is. There's no way." He's like,
I was more afraid of them than any other couple that was on the show. I was like, Jordan's not going to know, and then I'm like, there's a good chance Jeff won't know either.
It was more Jordan than Jeff. I mean, I love Jordan, obviously, but
love. I was gonna talk about this. I was gonna talk about them when they were here. I was gonna talk about that. So it's like, believe me, I would say all of this to them. But honest to God, yeah. But when it came to that baker's dozen, I was like, there's no way she's gonna know what 13 means.
That is hilarious that you say that, because I swear to you, Ben turned to me. He's like, they're not gonna know what that is. Like he was getting all into it, like frustrated, like, oh my God, they're about to go home. They don't know what that is.
I was absolutely holding my breath. I'm not even kidding you. Holding my breath.